I'm well.
Okay, well, it's good. And I got TBL. Oh, you're using that mic? Sorry. No, you're already there. Okay, all right, there you go. All right, boom.
This your wall and I just living in it.
All right, there you go. All right.
That better?
Yes, sir. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great, man. To be here with you today is a great day.
Yeah, man, good day indeed.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good, man. Listen, one of the most dynamic Virgin Islanders we got. We're going to talk about some things that you're getting into now. I'm going to play one of my favorite songs of all time. Yeah. You know, I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
Hey, boys.
Hey, yo. That ain't the girl from last night, man.
Nah, man.
Yeah. You see what she saying, no?
Yeah, my boy, yeah. Her friend Fanny too. Okay, my boy.
Let's go.
And I was like, oh hi, I mean, hello, no way, my name is okay, hold on, I saw on you, can I am the just give me a minute, miss, you got me tripping up, and I just wanna get it right, but when I get ready, it's right back to the wrong words, tongue-tied mistakes, girl, you got. Now do you believe inside at first love? I mean love at first sight, scratch that, how about like, cause from the moment I glimpsed, saw, you floored my mouth, wait, dropped my jaw, and like my heart must have skipped a few verses, I mean bars, I mean beats, and you're so down to the concrete, excuse me, can I steal this seat? I mean, is this seat taken? Got my heartbeat running, I'm racing, trying to find the words, she's waiting, I'm venta hyperlating as she smiles at my unease, they used to say, think about her in her undies, and my thoughts ice, she says stage fright, I say, you see you? You're so right. She laughs, says okay then. I take it back to the top, and go again.
Hi, I mean, hello, no way. My name is okay. Hold on, I saw you. Can I am. Look, just give me a minute, miss. You got me tripping up, and I just wanna get it right. But when I get ready, it's right back to the wrong words, tongue-tied mistakes. Girl, you got me. Forgive me. Let me step out of line, switch the V with the I, leave the letters redesigned. Can you help me? I'm a little lost and I'm thinking your direction just might be mine. So what's your synonym? I mean likes, wanna know your front. What's your type tonight? What's your constellation? I mean your zodiac. Sorry, your sign. Here's my name in exchange for your eyes. I mean contacts. Sorry, your digits. You got me mixed up with the state I'm in. You're the only 10 I see. Fine enough to find me, well okay fine. You just got a nickel for your dime. She smiles and says one more try. So I take it to the top and it's right back to the high.
I mean, hello, no way, my name is okay. Hold on, I saw on you. Can I am the just give me a minute, miss.
You got me tripping up,
and I just wanna get it right. But
when I get ready,
it's right back to the wrong words, tongue-tied mistakes.
girl, you got me.
Now all those brakes in me with no car, I mean those curves in me with no brakes. It seems I've been kidnapped by your gaze, lost in your eyes, sorry my mistake. You must be an angle, acute, I mean angel of truth. If the stars had half of your glimmer, I'd shoot for the sun, I mean moon. Can't be real life, this must be cartoon. Could you punch me? Ow, I meant pinch me. Night's young, how about you bounce with me? We can conspire, I mean congregate, I mean I misspoke. Let's conversate over drinks, join me won't you? My name, could've sworn that I told you. Well you could call me, I mean my name is, oh not again. All I could say is hi, I mean hello, no way. My name is okay, hold on, I saw on you. Can I am the just give me a minute, miss. You got me tripping up,
second of your
and I just
time.
wanna get it right. But when I get ready,
Just a brief
right back to
moment.
the wrong words, tongue-tied mistakes, girl, you got me.
You see, it's like when I see you, I get so nervous, and it's like
It's okay.
Hey, TBL.
Yo,
Dread.
yo.
Listen, man. It is one of my favorite songs. Tripping Up.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
It's one of the most clever songs in VI history. I'm going to give that to you and Dread.
I appreciate the flowers. I will say though that, like, man, you get some clever artists out there, Rashidi.
Yeah. But this is old now. How long ago is this?
Man, this I think it's 2010, yeah.
Okay.
So we are 15 years deep with our song now.
Right. And 15 years ago, it was still like, even if we fast forward to now, like, it's still among the most clever songs I've ever heard
really appreciate
from the
that.
VI.
I
So
really
big
appreciate
respect to you, sir. Now, hey, TBL, what you been up to, bro?
Man, just been working, man. But before we start, if you don't mind.
Director TBL.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Before we start, if you don't mind.
Okay, if I don't mind. All right.
You did tell me to bring my Funko Pop.
Hey, he's got his own Funko Pop.
My TBL Pop. I did bring it, but I know how much, I don't know if you guys can see his collection. It's amazing. He's trying to compete with my collection. I bought just in case you wanted to know what you would look like as a Funko Pop with your baby.
Oh, that's dope, dude.
I figured you could put that somewhere in the corner. Tuck it away, you know?
Yeah, we need to create this guy. What you think? What you think, son?
We need to make an official pop. An official.
I want one.
You want? Oh, do you? Oh.
Show them again.
Oh.
Check the shirt.
Yeah, I did. I checked. We need this in my life.
So
With the turntable and everything.
You got all these dope pictures. I figured somewhere it could fit in the corner somewhere. You know what I mean?
Somehow it kind of looks like me. I don't know.
So I got that picture from Facebook.
Okay.
I got the original reference from Facebook.
Okay.
And I just I kind of made it happen, designed it, and I was like, you know what? Let me put it out. This will give you the inspiration to make it your own. I had a glass in there, but it broke in the luggage. Damn.
Yeah.
So.
Don't worry.
That's why it just opened like that. Yeah.
Don't worry. We're gonna get a glass.
We're gonna make it happen.
And we're gonna make this official. All right, well, hey, thank you, bro.
You're welcome, man.
All right, man.
Thank you.
So TBL, let's see your phone call. Adding this to my collection with pride. The beard.
Yeah, the beard.
Oh man. All right. So what you been up to, brother?
I've just been working, man. Obviously I got the production stuff. That has not changed. I've been doing a lot of dope projects with a company called Next Up. I've been doing music videos. I did A-List. I don't know if you got to see the A-List video.
If I saw it. So what I like about A-List, it kind of went away from the typical Caribbean calypso video.
Right.
Yeah,
that's the point.
Yeah.
You remember like the Lil X era with the Get Busy's?
Yeah.
That's the era I grew up in. And I
Right.
really enjoyed how those videos made me feel. So I wanted to kind of give that feeling, but like 2024, 2025. You know what I mean?
2024, 2025, up to the time.
Yeah.
What was it like working with Pumpa?
Well, I've been working with Pumpa since the jump, man. I do Hank Your Han. I do almost
Honk your horn!
almost every single video. And Pumpa, Pumpa is a consistent artist, man. And enough respect to his hustle, his grind. I'm glad to see that A-List, and everything is working out the way we planned it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's a good feeling.
Well, that video definitely did help propel the song itself.
And the song was fire too.
But the song was fire too.
The song was fire.
Yeah.
The song was fire for like a whole year non-stop.
Right.
It was unstoppable. So it was just cool to add a little visual element to it now, you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, so since then, what have you been working on?
So I launched 2 new businesses.
Okay.
First one is a trading community for people that are into trading stocks and options and trying to get their finances in order. It's a trading community. It's 2 guys and myself. We started it together. It's called Trust the Hustle Traders. You can look us up on Instagram. And it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not us telling you you're going to be a millionaire overnight. It's really just a place where we go on live every day. And we trade in. We trade in stocks, options, and we just letting people know, hey, this is what we're doing. This is what this is what we're getting into. We talk about risk management. We talk about the terminologies. We created manuals so that you can learn, just what stocks and options, what the language and the dialogue sounds like, the vocabulary, all of that type of stuff.
Yeah.
It's a dope place to come if you're interested in that type of stuff and you wanna go someplace that people are actively doing it every day trying to make money.
Right.
That's what we started. It's called Trust the Hustle Traders. And then my second business, shout out to Dre and Rich and all of them and Jordan and Daniel. We on live right now. If I was to pull it up right now on Zoom, they on live right now trading. The market just opened 9:30. It's about to open.
Oh, so you into this?
Yeah. I'm trying to I'm trying to learn the matrix.
So
You know?
how do you find the time when you create things like this?
Honestly, oh, I see you. Okay, I see. That's the thing, man. I don't have time. I need more time. I feel like I'm trying to balance being a dad, a business owner, an entrepreneur, a relationship, my health, life. You know, I'm
it's a lot.
I'm 39 now. I know you know more than anyone else.
Oh, I don't like the way you did that.
No, I mean the hustle.
I don't like the way you did that.
No, the hustle, not the age.
Yeah,
the
you
hustle.
know about being old.
The hustle.
You've been old for a minute.
You know the hustle. You know the hustle, and you've been hustling for a minute.
Yeah.
So you know the hustle.
Yeah.
But yeah, I try my best to find that balance, and that was a good segue into the second business. So I started a coaching YouTube platform. It's right now I'm mainly focusing on relationships, but it's also about masculinity, fatherhood, entrepreneurship, business. It's called TBL to the world. Okay. And I started in January. I've actually coached a few people with their relationships. Okay. And I'm not. By the way, I didn't go to school for this. Yeah. I've been down the block.
So.
You know what I mean?
So what gives you the confidence to decide, well, you know what, man, I'm going to coach people. I'm gonna help people.
Okay, so I feel like a smart man learns from his mistakes. Right. And a wise man learns from the mistakes of others. You know what I mean? I've always found myself recently in situations where I'm the person that everybody's kind of coming to for that type of advice. And I just had a day in the gym, man, no cap. We was all sitting around talking, and I started to have a conversation with this one guy about his relationship. And before I knew it, I had a crowd in the gym, bro, and they all just listening. And like afterwards, they were like, "Yo, like you should do this." Yeah, and I was like, "Nah, like got so many of those out there." And I was like, "Nah, but you really have a different perspective, yeah." And then I had just people I work with in business, different clients of mine that we would kind of enter into the conversation, and they will also be like, "You should do this." I had the idea for a very long time. I looked at my 2016 to-do list. And it said TBL to the world YouTube channel. I just been busy. And you know, it's one of those things you don't really think about, like you said, like, where do you get the confidence? I just said, let me start. And since I started, people saying like, yo, it's been helpful. So I just hope to build a community. I hope to create an environment where you can kind of learn the mindset to navigate. Because the dating market is treacherous. Right. Being a man is treacherous. Right. Women have it hard, but men have their own versions of problems.
Can you say that louder for the people in the back? Like, just in case they missed that? Women got it hard.
I feel, this is what I will say. I feel like both men and women have their sets of challenges. Right. And I feel like in today's time, we're creating an environment where it feels more like man versus woman. And I think we need to cut that out. I think we need to get it back to we work together, we collaborate. Instead of competing, we collaborate. And, I think that involves a mindset. It involves leadership. It involves a masculine man doing what a masculine man is supposed to do. And I'm not afraid to say that on air. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is, man. And
Okay, but what would a masculine man do?
Okay, so ask me a question.
Ask you a question. Okay, Shy, ask him a question.
Shoot.
You got a girlfriend?
I do. I do have a girlfriend.
First things first. Congratulations
shout out
to you, girl.
Solange, you know what I mean?
Okay, here's a...
Congratulations to you, girl.
Okay, no, seriously.
Oh, man.
That's funny. Love it.
Look at that.
Y'all got all of you. Oh, man.
Right?
Now you're speechless.
So when you take your lady, your wife, your fiance on a date, what does that look like?
No, I mean, just have fun and have a good time. I think people overthink these type of things.
Like, are you the open the door kind of guy?
Yeah, I'm traditional in the sense I think you want to lead the interaction. I don't think people, you're a simp. Nah. When you open the door, you're leading the interaction. You're guiding, you're protecting, you're showing them what it is. I believe in that type of stuff. I think when you get involved into doing things because you want something in return, I think that's when it becomes problematic. Like, if you're opening the door, you can say pum pum.
Well, you just did, but...
I just did. If you open the door because you want some pum pum, then I don't think that's the way to approach it. You know what I mean?
Right. It's not what you do; it's why you do it.
Yeah, I think again, it's a mindset thing. I think if you're worth $150 million and you want to take your chick to Cabo for a first date, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a bad thing. It's just if you're doing it because you want some pum pum, that's when it becomes problematic. If you're doing it because you feel like you need to do these things in order for this person to like you, I think that's when it becomes problematic. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of men, they lead with that mindset. Like, it's a transactional situation, and that's not how it should be. I think attraction is not a choice. I think desire is something that should be built. And I think that the game doesn't stop. From the day you meet that person until the day, whenever it ends, whether it be by death do you part or by something else, I think that it is your job to date and to court and to keep the fun going. That's what life should be about.
So in the context of a song that was like, I don't know, 2 minutes and something seconds long, I heard this wisdom 15 years ago. I mean, now that you've heard him speak, listen to the words in this song.
Okay, my boy.
Let's go.
And I was like, oh hi, I mean, hello, no way, my name is okay, hold on, I saw on you, can I am the just give me a minute, miss, you got me tripping up, and I just wanna get it right, but when I get ready, it's right back to the wrong words, tongue-tied mistakes, girl, you got me. Now do you believe inside at first love? I mean love at first sight, scratch that, how about like, cause from the moment I glimpsed, saw, you floored my mouth, wait, dropped my jaw, and like my heart must have skipped a few verses, bars, beats, and you're so down to the concrete, excuse me, can I steal this seat? Is this seat taken? Got my heartbeat running, I'm racing, trying to find the words, she's waiting, I'm venta hyperlating as she smiles at my unease, they used to say, think about her in her undies, and my thoughts ice, she says stage fright, I say, you see you? You're so right. She laughs, says okay then. I take it back to the top, and we'll go again high.
Hello, no way, my name is okay. Hold on, I saw you. Can I am. Look, just give me a minute, miss. You got me tripping up, and I just wanna get it right, but when I get ready, it's right back to the wrong words, tongue-tied mistakes. Girl, you got me. Forgive me. Let me step out of line, switch the V with the I, leave the letters redesigned. Can you help me? I'm a little lost and I'm thinking your direction just might be mine. So what's your synonym? Likes. Wanna know your front? What's your type tonight? What's your constellation? Your zodiac. Sorry, your sign. Here's my name in exchange for your eyes. Contacts. Sorry, your digits. You got me mixed up with the state I'm in. You're the only 10 I see. Fine enough to find me, well okay fine. You just got a nickel for your dime. She smiles and says one more try. So I take it to the top and it's right back to the high. Hello, no way, my name is okay. Hold on, I saw on you. Can I am the just give me a minute, miss. You got me tripping up,
and I just wanna get it right, but
when I get ready,
it's right back to the wrong words, tongue-tied mistakes.
girl, you got me.
Now all those
End with the letter A. Oh, honestly, her name don't really have to end with letter A. But when you say her name, it got
The same guy did these two things.
Aisha, Nisha, Keisha, pen right over. Rishima, Latoya, Charisma, pen right over. Tatiana, Shinika, Janisha, pen right over. Listen, if your name end with a A, pen right over. Pen right over. Pen right over. Pen right over. If your name end with a A, pen right over. At your back, girl. Pen right over. Don't cut no style, girl.
It is truly a visual masterpiece, though.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch. It's fun to watch.
Oh, it's fun to watch.
yeah.
Oh, it's lots of fun to watch.
Don't like, cause she walk up her ways. She only a blind Spaniel, but she got me amazed. I want her to bend over, but I don't know her name. But I could bet my life her name end with a A. Like Jennifer, Yolanda, Bianca, pen right over. Maria, Anna, Sophia, pen right over. Jessica, Pamela, Shakira, pen right over. Hey, y'all, if your name end with a A, pen right over.
So how do we go through the styling of this video and the styling of Pumpa?
So, I will say this. Pumpa style himself.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Pumpa-
100% sure.
Pumpa have his own style. I just kind of give him like this more than this or whatever. The girls, I actually picked those outfits myself. We actually went to the mall. I had to walk along with them. And I was like, this is what I want. I want it to be all white. I had like a clear vision of what I wanted that to be. And then with the alternate outfits that you seen in like the B scene, I just had them, you know, yeah, bring what you got, and then I'll pick some stuff. So on the spot, I just kind of pick my favorites and stuff that I, you know, I want everybody to have their own sense of style. But for the main, like, connecting scenes, I wanted it to be all white. I wanted them to kind of fit in the same universe. Like I say, I wanted the old school, get busy, you know, like, I wanted like, that style, you know what I mean?
Walk out like that, come forward. Girl, come to the front, come forward. If your name end with a A, girl, bend right over. Aye, bend right over. Bend down, bend right over. She like it, bend right over. Give me that, bend right over.
This is the kind of stuff how you get a blue check next to your name right here. That's a masterpiece.
I appreciate that.
That's a masterpiece, bro.
I appreciate that.
I think this is one of those songs and one of those videos. Like, we were talking to somebody last week, and I was talking about how, like, soca music and Caribbean music is kind of crossing over into the mainland. Like how Afro beats had this huge, like, Burna Boy release, and it was like Afro beats took off. This is one of them songs and one of those videos that, like, crosses over to the mainland where it's like everybody loves this song. You can't not love this song. Like,
yeah, it's fire. It's a great combination, man. Shout out to Avi on the beat, Pumpa, everybody involved. You know what I mean? Like, I think I love to see Virgin Islands collaborate, and that's the product of a great collaboration.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I feel. So that's why I promote from the beginning until the day I stop.
Yeah.
Which is hopefully never.
Which is hopefully never. You got a long ways to go.
God spare life, you know what I mean?
But definitely, man. Okay, so
the
creative process. How do you find your creativity? How do you tap into, and what do you tap into?
It just depends on what you're doing. You know, certain artists kind of speak to you, you know, just their vibe, and then sometimes you have to kind of fish and you have to kind of find it and figure it out because they ain't there yet. And you know, I kind of do so much different types of stuff that I have a lot of experiences. You know what I mean? I'll be in Thailand shooting a wedding, or I'll be in...
Oh, small flex.
You know, so I do these different things that expose me to different aspects of life and visually, and
we gotta keep that. Every time I say that, you gotta do that.
Small flex.
Yeah.
Small flex. Bow.
That's
gonna be the pop.
That's too big.
That's gonna be your Funko Pop.
That's gonna be the pop. That's
gonna be your Funko Pop.
I like that.
It's gonna be Rashidi holding a jukebox with a muscle arm on the left side. That's gonna be the Funko Pop. But yeah, so all of these different experiences, it gives me like visual ideas, and you know, hearing people's experiences and just being in these different rooms, it gives you perspective, right. And then you can apply that perspective visually to what it is you try and translate on screen, you know what I mean? Or wherever.
Who are some of the people you've worked with throughout your career?
You talking about artists?
Yeah.
Oh, man, well, almost anybody from the VI. Mm-hmm. Like I've had some form of involvement in their career in some form of fashion, whether it be early on or later on. You know, obviously there's the Rock Cities, and you know, working with them has put me in rooms with a lot of people. I've been in Diplo's house, man, like just cooling, so small flex. You know what I mean? So yeah, I've been blessed enough to have the opportunity to work with some cool people. I work with Universal Studios, you know what I mean? I've done some stuff for them. Like I said, right now I'm working with Next Up Baseball, which is also another Virgin Islander. Shout out to Arturo Watlington.
Okay.
Yeah, and then, you know, we're doing stuff for Wilson Gloves, and, you know, I've shot with the Yankees, and so I'm doing a lot of that type of thing now. You know, so, like I said, man, I get to experience different walks of life, different levels of people with different types of money in different industries, and you get to see how people think and what they say. It's an interesting thing to be in these different rooms and see how people navigate those rooms and where you fit in. Mm-hmm. And why you're there, and what would happen if you didn't do what you did? Would you? It's just a weird. Yeah. It's weird, but it's also like it helps me be able to give the advice I give, because I'm coming from a place of experience and seeing other people's experiences and being able to. This is what typically you see in this room. I can do that now because I've been in the room. Does that make sense? Yeah. So,
for sure.
Yeah. So, like I said, it's been a blessing. It's a lot of work. I'm trying to get more now into, obviously, you know, I'm 39, you know, so I don't want to be beating my body
older.
up. You don't look it. I would never have guessed.
Okay.
You know, you have your hairline,
Yeah.
you have your teeth,
Yeah.
you clearly have your eyesight, you know what I mean? So
Small victories.
small flex, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, so yeah, I feel like all this experience and stuff has put me in a position to where, I was saying is, I just try and get into a space now where I don't have to be there so much. I could just oversee and delegate and produce and direct and manage. So that's what I'm trying to get into now more than being on the ground, beating myself up. I ain't got a voice right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just dehydrated, shooting every day. So like
I get it.
I don't even drink. So
Right.
it's like this is my body just saying, Tony, chill.
Yeah.
I don't chill. I don't get tired.
So you had a little medical scare.
I did.
How did that put life in perspective for you?
So in July, man, I passed out on a flight. I was coming to St. Thomas and I passed. So my daughter was on a flight with me. I don't remember what happened. I just remember they were waking me up, shaking me. They was like, yo, what's your name? And I was like, was I sleeping? But so they did a whole bunch of tests, MRIs. I got like a whole loop record in my chest. Nobody knows what's going on. They can't figure it out. I did stress tests, MRIs, but for now, I'm still here. I'm kicking. I'm in the gym. I'm working. I ain't gonna stop until the Lord says stop. You know what I mean? So for now, I just looking at it as something that reminds you, like, you're mortal, you're human, you have limits. So be mindful.
All right.
Be responsible.
Do you feel it was from pushing too hard?
I don't know. I mean, part of me feels like that's part of it, but I don't know. I don't think your body does that for no reason.
Right.
So I would like to figure out what that is. But it definitely reminds you, like, yo, don't waste time.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't pretend like every day is just guaranteed, you know what I mean? And at the same time, it also teaches you, don't be impulsive, don't rush, be smart about what you do, because you don't want to spend your time dealing with the consequence of bad decisions either. So you have to find that balance between good choices and living good experiences. You know what I mean?
Consequences of bad decisions.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what I mean? You don't want to be impulsive. You don't want to do things that put you in the next 3 years of pain.
Right.
Because you don't have the patience to wait 6 months or 7 months to do the right thing the right way. But then you also don't want to wait 6 months unnecessarily.
The patience of pain. This guy's got
I
bars.
think that's gonna be my make it happen moment, my affirmation for the day.
Okay, cool. Inspiring people already.
I appreciate that you're inspired, and I'm inspired by your inspiration.
Well,
There we go. See, it's a circle.
Yeah.
The circle of
world
life.
is a
Yeah.
cycle.
You know what I mean? The past is the past. Hakuna Matata. You know what I mean? Yeah.
All right, now, well, the past is the past, but you got an interesting past. You know where I'm going with this. Okay, so I don't know. You're gonna have to put the timestamp. But you were working at Radio Shack.
I was.
And I was in Radio Shack because that's what people like me did back then. We just went to Radio Shack all the time.
Yeah, Radio Shack was a thing. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And I don't really remember the context fully, but I remember, like, you said something that you wanted to do either with music
I
or...
played the song for you. I played one of my songs for you.
Was it this one?
It might have been Tripping Up.
It might have been Tripping
Yeah.
Up. And...
I used the work radio that was for displaying the customer.
Yeah.
And I put it on full volume.
Yeah.
You was a customer to me, so I got away with it, you know what I mean? And then you was actually one of the main first few people I was like, you should do this.
Yeah.
And I was like, for real? And he was like, yeah, stop playing.
Yeah, yeah.
And-
So the point being, at the time when you played this for me, I thought this was a dope record, like off the rip. And you were like, this is what I want to do. I want to pursue this. And your colleague was laughing at you.
Yep.
Like literally laughing at you for saying that out loud. And I was like, bro, go ahead and do it.
Facts. Small flex.
Yeah, small flex.
Yeah. I think you're responsible for a lot of people momentum, to be honest with you. And I think,
Respect.
I think they don't give you your flowers in that regard. I mean, they do. They actually do. I don't want to say that. They do, but I think you deserve more. You know what I mean?
Respect.
Yeah, for real. Especially...
So what year was that?
I want to say it was 2010. No, 2000.
No.
It was 2009.
Yeah.
It was the tail end of 2009. I remember, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my mother just passed. I was kind of like, just kind of in a headspace, like, I don't know, you know?
Yeah.
And, like I said, you came in, I won the tune, and you were just like, yo, do that, and if it wasn't for the producing the music, I wouldn't have got into video.
Right.
Because I was trying to make videos for my album, and then people was just like, yo, how how much would you charge to do me a video? And that's kind of how I ended up doing this stuff. And then, you know, the rest is history. So,
a good history, though.
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
man. In that space, it just felt so cruel. And I was like, man, this dude actually have talent. And that's exactly how we kill dreams here.
Man, I hate to say it. I love home, but I think that's a St. Thomas kind of, I don't want to say mindset, but we tend to support you after you big.
Of course.
We don't really encourage you to get big.
Correct.
Unless it's like some other little, you know, so
Transactional.
I think we should change that. And I don't know if it's gonna change right now, but I think if enough people say it enough times, something will stick with the right people. And I think we should all do that.
Well, I'm gonna try and remain that constant. Because 15 years ago, nobody knew TBL, this director with the blue check.
A lot of people used to make fun of things I used to do, man. And now that the same people coming to me ask me to do stuff for them. So
I saw the talent from day one, bro. Bam.
Appreciate it.
Broke clock is right twice a day.
I thought of my question, and I have another question.
Shoot.
Okay, the first question. You've worked with all these people. You've done all this stuff. Who is like dream team, gotta work with?
That I want to work with or that I have
You
worked
want to
with?
work with?
Man, sheesh. That's a really tough question. Because you asking me to give you one person, man.
Give me three.
So let me ask you, alive or dead?
Ooh. Both. Give me top three.
So I ain't gonna lie.
I didn't know we were going to involve a Ouija board in this question.
I really wish I get opportunity to work with Michael Jackson.
Oh, who wouldn't?
I ain't gonna lie. Like, I just, all the behind the scenes stuff, he's so specific.
Yeah.
I think details are so important.
Yeah.
And the attention to detail, like, I've seen micro nuances that, like, yo, I see it too. Like,
Right.
I would.
Right.
It would have been such a dope experience, man. I think now, I mean, you know, obviously there's in the entertainment stuff, there's the artists, there's the Chris Browns. I love to see his visuals for decades, you know, from his Colin Tilly days to the stuff he's doing now. Like, just visually, I think it would be fun to work with Chris and come up with a concept together. It would be fun. There's a lot, I mean, I could go on the list of artists. As far as companies, man, I ain't gonna lie, man, I want to do some stuff with Tesla. You know what I mean? I like what they're doing. A lot of people have a problem with Elon. I think Tesla sending ships to the moon, and I want to be on the side of innovation, and wherever that looks like, wherever industry, I want to do stuff like that. So anybody that fits into that bubble or that box, that's where I want to be. You know what I mean? And I obviously want to focus on my stuff more too. I want to pour out a film, and I want it to be something that represents the capability of what someone from a place like this can do competitively in the rest of the world. So, kind of tangented from your question. I apologize.
No.
Yeah.
That's perfect. My next question, going back to, I don't remember the topic, but how does it goes back to the men versus women and coming together.
Okay.
How do you handle social media as a part of that? Because I know that it has such an influence in so many people's relationships, and people think, oh, well, it's got to be like this. Like you said, it's transactional, and it's not. You're not doing things for the right reason, so you're not getting the right results. So how do you let social media play into that, or not?
I'm gonna try and keep this short because it's not just a simple answer, but I think social media, certain aspects of modern feminism, COVID, and there's a couple things that has wrecked relationships. And on the topic of social media, I think social media is one of them. And the reason why, it gives us a false sense of options. It gives us a delusional sense of reality. Like, people just posting their highlights and you try and compete with those highlights. Right. And it puts you in a vulnerable position, emotionally, psychologically, financially. It's a lot of drawbacks to it. You know what I mean? I get that we're all connected, but like I said, there's a drawback to it. Now, as far as how I navigate it, I just believe you can't control people. All you can do is set your boundaries. You let people know what you are and are not a fan of, what you support and don't support, and you let them do what they're going to do. And they will give you the answer as far as whether they respect your boundaries or not. If you're talking about man to woman, you can't tell a woman, first of all, don't go on Instagram and find a girl
right.
I don't want to say
with
that.
her backside
with her
out.
booty out. Yeah, don't go find a girl like that and then get with her and be like, stop posting, stop doing that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, if she stops, great, but if you get with a girl like that, just know that it comes with caveats.
Correct.
You know what I mean? You have to read the room. You know what I mean? You have to vet. You have to have reasonable expectations. You know what I mean? You can't change people. People have to change for themselves And if it just happens to work out for you, great. You know what I mean? So I try to just be like this. I try to look for the right people to be in my life. And then I like to just communicate my boundaries effectively. And then let them react accordingly. You know what I mean?
People
And
gonna
then
show you who they are.
you have to have the mindset and the willingness to know that if they disrespect you, if they don't align with your boundaries and you don't align, you have to be willing to walk away. It might be hard. Better to do easier than later. I mean, earlier than later. You know
that's
what I
a
mean?
Yeah, like you said.
I like
Have
it.
that patience to avoid that pain.
Yeah.
I put out a video called "Disappoint Your Girl Early." You know what I mean? And you know the topic, the title obviously a little polarizing for the views, but what I'm really much saying is just women test men all the time. You know what I mean? Y'all test us all the time. So I think as a man, there's nothing wrong with saying no early on to something that you really can't do instead of trying to break it back to do it to see how she responds to rejection.
Right.
Is she cooperative? Is she like?
Is she selfish?
I understand. You know what? I respect that. Or is she? So you know what I mean? So that's my video. You know what I mean? And I give the different things to look out for, what it looks like, how to do it in a way that's not petty or cold or playing games. You know. So that's what the video is for. And I try and I shouldn't say this because I feel like when you say something, it has to happen.
Right.
And I know I'm crazy busy, but I am working on a book that's supposed to be like the shebang about this whole thing is to put the book out, but I'm far from finishing it. So I don't like saying things unless I know it's done. But I figure now that I said it, it'll be the
Well, I don't mind you saying things because you ain't never tell no lies, bro.
Beyond, no lie. Oh, you mean? Now some may leave off of these islands, but you know what they'll be bringing back? Instead of leaves, paper, bigger stacks, and a whole new respect for my island. Act like you know, VI very ill, anything ill will kill, so I'ma be dead them. Zombie, get my machete. If they ain't ready lyrically, I'ma be at them. VI go for broke, Leac, late night, dead on midnight, yeah we at Wayne Adams, let them all see facts. 6.9 and my aim is to see that each year, no hiding. These traps that get cooked on my island. So if they sideways, acting like the other Caribbean cuisine, mayonnaise or the butter. Sauce, them do this, sauce. And my rapper won't take a thing for me to go I Julius John. So if you dare come across these ropes, you gonna need Anna's Nancy or Catherine. There's no retreat and no hope.
Yeah, I say this is for my city. You know that I'm never leaving Virgin. I say that you with me. On a real ass man, me never tell no lie. Me never tell no lie. On a real my boy, me never tell no lie. Me never tell no lie. Me know about you, me never tell no lie. Me never tell no lie. See the thing that we do is VI until the day we die. It's TBL, I tell a man up. For all you haters, that's bad luck. Juve morning, tell him back up. Pringles, get my stack up. With a vicious team, nigga sour cream. Old money, new money, make the face up. Never left what I knew my grind, so how they gon' call that a breakup? Telling me about what's her name. I grew up, she's still the same. Just tryna do for my next of kin. Shame on me, tell them guess again. Nah, I don't par with these lesser men. No punks you can tell by the estrogen. Feminine to the convos. And VI man don't go on so. Nah. Oh, so you so hard. Thinking that you so rock. You telling her you so real. When I know that you're Photoshop. And don't worry what they say. I knew how I came up. Hard times and a hard eyes, so hard's how it made us. Yeah, I say this is for my city. And you know that I'm never leaving Virgin. I say that you with me. Well, you can't say why. Me never tell no lie. Me never tell no lie. St. John say why. Me never tell no lie. Me never tell no lie. Tujan say who? Me never tell no lie. Me never tell no lie. Tatola too. Yeah, VI till we die. Rock City, where I from? Where the gunshot them can't done. We bleeding, they stealing. Don't sell we your VI treason. Why my vote? Give me the reason. Cause this politician beating up season. So fuck you and your champagne. Don't ask why the cat don't campaign. News to take notice. Rest in peace to wrong the field Otis. Try label my boy as a retard. Another memory of mine in the graveyard. When they going stop, hold up, bring the politics back. Can't stop trying get me off trail. If it were me, would I done been in 10 jail with no bail. So fuck yeah, I say this is for my city. You know that I'm never leaving Virgin. I say that you with me. On a real ass man, me never tell no lie. Me never tell no lie. On a real that we do is USVI until the day we die.
TBL. Mohammed Wali,
Yo,
a.k.a. Wali Cat.
Wale Cat, boy.
Dread. Got some bars in there, bro.
It's a fun song.
Yeah.
It's a fun song.
You said that about the last one, too.
It's a fun song.
Hey, but okay, now you had bars as an artist. Why did you not continue to pursue that?
I don't know, man. Honestly, so I never really was like, I want to be a rapper. I used to just rap on my beats, or I used to just rap on the stuff. It was fun. Like I said, when I say it's a fun song, because it was fun times. There was a point where I was putting on an album, and the whole Project VI thing, and I was focused on that. But I had a daughter. I got into the production.
Video production.
Yeah. Listen, if the opportunity comes up and there's a track and I get an inspiration and I feel like jumping on, I'll turn on the mic, record it, produce it, mix it, master it myself. You know what I mean? I still get it in me. It's just, I would never like, man, I want to be a rapper. You know what I mean? I want to be the biggest rapper ever. That would never like if anything, I more wanted to be a producer. I like making the beats more than anything else, you know what I mean? And I learned how to engineer and do all that stuff out of necessity. It was just like, we at St. Thomas, it's only like 5 men that do this, and all them are expensive. You better learn a new skill, you know what I mean?
Right.
And that's how I get into the whole engineering, and like I said, the making the music and the album, having the studio, the Hotspot studio. You remember the Racetrack commercial? Racetrack is, I do that commercial. Right. You know what I mean? So being in the studio and getting to work with all of the Pressures and K-Vic and Jugger and, all of these, Shatta and Mike Lowry and, all of these talented people, I was able to build these relationships so that when I was able
Can you help us get Mike Lowry out of retirement?
Man, listen, I gonna say this on the radio. Mike Lowry is one of the dopest MCs ever to exist in the Virgin Islands. And he did a project with Sean Dave and I think Shad and man. It was a video like film. That's one of the best videos to also ever get done out of the space that we in. So kudos to them, man. Mike Lowry retired. I know he living his life probably. Yeah. He probably hustling doing something else. And I'm sure he made that choice for him. Right. And I respect that.
Right.
But
okay, selfishly, Mike, wherever you are.
Music was good.
Selfishly.
Music was good, man.
I'd love to have him back in the game.
That's like saying Timo stop rapping. It's like, you can't do that, man. Yeah. But respect, you know what I mean? People gotta do what's best for their purpose and what drives them, you know what I mean? Yeah. I support it.
Now, you've always been wise beyond your years. Where do you feel that wisdom came from?
I appreciate that compliment, but I look at it more like I've made a lot of mistakes fast. Okay. And then I was like, I shouldn't do that again. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I just think it's just the product. Again, I love my mom. She did an amazing job. But I could only imagine how my life would have looked if I had that nuclear family, a mom and a dad there. A lot of the things I had to learn on my own as a man. You know what I mean? So that's why I promoting we get back to that. I promoting we get back to relationships working out for the right reasons. Having kids for the right reasons with the right person. Keeping the families together. I try and get people back to that mindset and what that looks like and how to get there. Because I just think that if we do that, then people won't have to make these mistakes so aggressively so early on. And then, they won't have to be out there creating podcasts. You know what I mean? So that's my mindset.
So you mentioned the podcast. How do we follow you?
So everything is TBL to the world. It's separate from the Director TBL stuff. You can still definitely go follow Director TBL on all platforms. Director TBL. And my voice is gone. That's T like Tony, B like Bon Jovi, L like LeBeat. And then the coaching stuff is TBL to the world. So there's the two different things. And then the trading community is Trust the Hustle Traders. So those three things is where you can find me. All platforms, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all that stuff. Director TBL, TBL to the world, and Trust the Hustle Traders.
All right. Putting in a bid for the most interesting man in the world.
I'm looking at him.
No. With all the things that you do and do well, a lot of people do a lot of things and just don't quite, do it too well. But you are very good at all the things that you do. I don't know about your trading portfolios, but how well are you doing in that, and how long have you been doing that?
So this Discord has been, actually this makes a year. We started last year when I was here for Carnival. But trading, I started in COVID. I had no idea what I was doing. If I'm being honest with you, understanding the things I understand now, I've only understood for the past year, like reading candlesticks and chart patterns and indicators and volatility and all that stuff.
Right.
I got that grasp this year, and that's why the Discord was started with 3 of us. There's 2 guys, they're beast. I mean, Dre, Rich, they've been doing this for 5+, 8+ years. There's people in the community too that's been doing it for over 8 to 10 years. So I learned a lot from them. I learned a lot from being in the community. I learned a lot from teaching. Teaching is one of the best ways to learn something.
Right.
So I think it's kind of like expediting my learning curve. And, I'm more consistently profitable than I'm not, which is the goal.
Right.
But I think definitely I'm working to be even more consistent. I'm not out here doing risky stuff. I'm not out here trading $500,000. I don't have $500,000, but if I did, I wouldn't be trading it. I'm not out here just trying to take big risks. I'm actually trying to do it the right way and develop a format that works for me, a system that works for me. What's the highest probability of success for a trade?
Right.
I'm trying to develop that for me. And, just learning along the way and teaching along the way. So
speaking of teaching, like financial literacy is a thing that we've all said, we could have used this more in school than some of the other things we were learning.
100%.
Is that part of the reason why you decided to share this knowledge that you've acquired?
100%. I think not just having a Discord taught me that, and hearing more successful people financially and their stories of how they got there. That's, again, it goes back to the TBL to the world stuff. I don't want to just talk about relationships. I'm just talking about that right now. But I want to get to the space. I want to build an audience first that's big enough so where when I do these things, it matters more. I want to do interviews. I want to bring in people that I know in the finance industry. I want to, Tehran, Rashidi. I want to bring on people that are experts and authorities in their fields in these different types of areas that we need in life. And I want to have those conversations with them so that they could add that kind of value. But I want to build my audience first. I don't want my channel to be dependent on those interviews and the hype off of someone else's hype. So I want to get it there first. Once I'm there, you're going to be surprised who pops on, you know what I mean? Because I have all of these relationships with all these people.
No doubt. All right, well, I grew up on community radio, and these are the kind of discussions that would just happen to pop up on. This is the new community. I feel like the reach that we have, and everybody was very into the calypso music for the season. But you know what I mean? Life evolves, and we have to evolve as well.
100%.
But speaking of which, we are giving away $1,000 for the Vivid Road March on Friday. All right, so you can request your songs, your favorite songs. I did say somebody, I don't know, I couldn't read the emoji. I don't speak emoji. So there was a comment, and then there were some emojis, and I was like, how should I interpret this? But yeah, I really did say there were 140 songs that came out because, 140 songs did come out for Carnival. So we're going to post all those songs. Most of them are really good. All of them are good. And we're going to post those, and you can request them while they're on. Hit the thumbs up icon. It registers the vote. The song with the most vote.
On the app.
On the app.
And you're giving away $1,000.
Literally, yeah.
That's a small flex. Small flex. That's a small flex.
Yeah, so we do, normally what we do is a song of the week, every week for $100.
Okay.
You into the industry, you'd have to have 1 million views on YouTube to make $1,000.
You would, yeah.
So guys, I just need y'all to shop your records. I hear this debate every year, and we complain about who win the road march. Well, this is a democracy. Now you have an opportunity to make the change that you want to see. Vote for the song that you think should have won. But with that being said, every time we have this argument, the song that did win was a good song.
Yeah, I haven't heard a bad song.
The song that win Road March, it might not be the song that you didn't want to win, but it's not a bad song.
No.
And those individuals who win work their records. I feel like we have too many artists that just pull out music, and because, yes, you are correct, your song was good, but you got to work it. Like, you got to
market
it, promote it, push it, take it to the steel pans. Like, it's a process. And put it out in time. I don't think the children could learn how to play it.
I don't think people understand that process, though. I think that's a problem we have down here. And, especially creating content for people that are using it for marketing, you see the dramatic difference in effort. Like, it's not like a lazy thing. It's just I think it's a lack of knowing how to do
knowledge.
it. So I think that would be something that be beneficial for the VI is like maybe we incorporate it once a year, like artist workshop.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
right.
How to market your stuff. What tools do you need? What's available? You know what I mean?
Well, hey, TBL, you are now rich and famous.
Hey, this guy.
And
Nah.
and I mean, I don't know. I feel like possibly if it wasn't for me. I mean, I suffered that Radio Shack close down. You know what I mean? So I
imagine
feel like
that-
you should
yeah.
work with me, is what I'm saying.
I'm done. Listen, when I make it big, you ain't got a different way of life.
I got
Sorry, you
some.
just stay on the couch. You ain't coming over here? Come on,
Whoa.
man. Say hello, bro.
I got some people on the live. I'm so sorry if I say this wrong. Typhia Lee. Does that name ring a bell to you, TBL?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, she
Well,
said I
not that
see
you
you.
don't matter, Typhia. I'm just saying that, you know.
Okay.
I feel like people gonna call because they want to smoke and they want. That's why I feel like they've been watching my videos because there's a lot of girls on Facebook that reacting.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to say trigger warning, but so, that's why
Okay.
I feel incoming. But we will see.
Okay.
Well-
yeah. And I again, I no disrespect. I just meant like you didn't have to know her personally.
No.
Yeah.
I don't. I haven't seen any comments from her or anything like that. But it's just, I telling you, like, I put out some videos. I know something. They watch it. They just responding to the title, and it's like, how dare you say girls can't go on girls trips? I'm like, did you?
You said that?
I didn't say. Listen, watch the video. That's how I get the views.
Made me look.
That's it. That's it.
That's how I get. I try and get to 1,000 subscribers to make YouTube partner, man.
How much?
1,000 is,
Okay.
is the first tier. No, it's 500 then 1,000.
Okay.
And then you can start monetizing the videos.
Right.
That's how you become YouTube partner.
Okay.
So bring it on, man. Let's see what they got.
You were talking about artists are not marketing themselves. Ibari Davis said, "I feel attacked."
Whoa! I can't do. I can't.
Go back on the couch. Text from over there.
I like go wait a man looking at me, man.
Come on, man.
I glad over like twice. I'm like, hey.
Yo.
Oh, man.
Mario Abrams.
Abrams.
Big up yourself, Tony, Bari, Rash.
Yo.
Me.
Big up,
Bless
Mario.
you.
Big up. You don't know.
Hello,
He
Mario.
didn't
Am I
include-
not here?
He didn't include Shasha
He
Ray?
did not include me. I shouldn't have read his comment.
Damn, Mario.
Steve Joseph said, "Big up, Tony."
Big up, Steve. What you saying?
Shout out everybody that's watching the live right now. Ladies, I see you, Deja, Lorraine.
What would be your ultimate relationship advice?
Well, one, I think everybody should do what works for them in the sense of, find alignment. I think women just want to be heard and understood, and you just gotta maintain your attraction level with them. I think if you can focus on those two things, and be honest. I think everybody needs to be honest. Say what you want. Don't be afraid of the potential consequence of what you want might look like, because if you live a lie, you're gonna live in resentment, and you're gonna resent yourself and you're gonna resent your partner. So women, I think you guys need to stop assuming what men want and actually hear some men out and give them a shot to tell you what it is they're looking for. And men, take it easy on these women, what I mean, they have it hard out there too. And
You married, engaged, or just?
now I'm married.
girlfriend?
I have a girlfriend, what I mean,
Yeah.
shout out Solange. I've been in a relationship.
Oh, she's here too. She put a lot of heart emojis.
Hey, shout out to
Aw.
Solange, what I mean, yeah, she's the best. She's the best. So like I said, men, you want me to give you some critical advice here? This is a free one. When
Free
she
game.
talking to you and she telling you about her day and she complaining, shut up. Just listen. Leave her get off. Don't try to fix a problem. She don't care about the solution. She just want to get off her chest. Now, if she say, what do you think?
Have a thought.
Then you say, do you want my advice or you just want me to listen? And if she say, I want your advice, then you give her your advice.
All right. Ibari, what is your best song that you've made about relationships?
90 miles with my head out the window.
Hey, yo!
Is that really what we're going with?
Maybe.
I did a video too, by the way.
Oh, that's why.
Shameless plug. Small flex.
Small flex.
I was like, yeah, that's what he gonna pull up.
That's
for
why
sure.
you did
Or
that.
maybe mine tonight.
I was just gonna say mine tonight, to be
Were
honest
you?
with you.
That would have been your answer for real?
Yeah.
I do that video too. Small flex.
I don't know, bro. I feel like
Oops, sorry.
Bobby's my boy too, man.
Yeah.
And we don't agree on nothing, but we
At
still
all.
friends. We still friends for years.
How long y'all know each other?
Testing. I'll let him answer because it's interesting.
Well, I mean, we've known each other from like, high school days, but we didn't really hang out. I think when I moved to Orlando back in 2012, that's kind of what the catalyst for us to really get close and, you know what I mean? But we, karate,
Karate.
I was like, we're different because I know this man since high school. I know this man since I was in
karate,
elementary. We were in taekwondo.
Okay. Not karate.
Yeah.
You're right.
Put
You're
some
right.
respect
Yes,
on my heart.
taekwondo.
Yeah, Shindokan Taekwondo.
Yeah,
Shout out to Grandmaster Shin.
Grandmaster Shin.
Like,
I wonder if Grandmaster Shin alive.
let's not do this because I don't think he is.
Oh man.
Well,
Shout out to Grandmaster Shin.
okay.
That was a good dropout.
Yeah, it
That was a good dropout.
Wow.
Shout out to Keith Edwards.
Keith Edwards too, yeah.
Edwards, my bad, because he's the one on Island who actually, But yeah.
Oh, you don't have our headphones, so you can't hear what's going on.
Oh, I hear it now.
But
1 year, 2 months, 2 weeks, 4 days since I.
hey, you gotta point out where the bad words are in case I miss them.
Just plug it in any channel.
You don't
Yeah.
have the clean version of 90 Max?
Oh, I need an adapter.
Not yeah.
1 year, 2 months, 2 weeks, 4 days since I been around your place since about last July. Try not to frequent the area. Memories still got me tearing up. Now I'm just talking shit. But look at it, don't cry. But I felt like
We
shit
just
in my
missed
heart,
one.
girl. But look at it, don't lie. I better change for it not to change. I better change for it not to change. Driving down the gang, just checking the same. We switching lanes, it don't feel the same. 90 miles with my head out the window. So fucking but I feel so low. I know I disappeared as the wind blows. You always there when I came back home. I never should have been so. The way I used to treat you, girl, so wrong. 90 miles with my head out the window, yeah. My head out the window. 1 year, 2 months, 3 weeks, 4 days since I sent you a text and got a reply. Try not to stress it, don't let it show. Can't sleep at night, girl, it's terrible. Trust in my shit just been without you by my side.
It's your song, get it together.
Spinning on the skin, but look for like I'm crazy. Whoa, 90 miles with my head out the window. So high, but I feel so low. I know I disappeared as the wind blows. You always there when I came back home. I never should have been so. The way I used to treat you, girl, so wrong. 90 miles with my head out the window, yeah. My head out the window. 90 miles with my head out the window. So fucking high, but I feel so low. I know I disappeared as the wind blows.
Damn it, Bart!
We're so sorry, HR. We're so
I
sorry.
thought you would go like, is the chorus?
apologize.
Is the chorus?
I miss you every day, that's all. Every moment that seems to go by.
Yeah. No. Because
It gets edgy.
yeah.
As we go on.
I don't even.
Do you want to come over here and push the button?
Yeah. Wait.
You know, if I could take it all back, I would. If I could take it all back, I would.
Here we go.
90 miles with my head out the window. So low, I know I disappeared as the wind blows. You always there when I came back home. I never should have been so. The way I used to treat you, girl, so wrong. 90 miles with my head out the window, yeah. My head out the window. 90 miles with my head out the window. But I feel so low. I know I disappeared as the wind blows. You always there when I came back home. I never should have been so. The way I used to treat you, girl, so wrong. 90 miles with my head out the window, yeah. My head out the window.
Big tune.
Hey, that's a big tune. That's a big tune. Hey,
Big tune.
okay, so I feel like that's the moment I became an Ibari fan. You know what? Actually, I was in Windmill 2.0. I was playing this record, and there were some ladies playing dominoes in the corner, and this song came on, and one of them girls was singing her heart out to this. And I was like, yeah, this dude is dope.
I love that.
Sliced Bread, the EP, man, is a classic.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
All right, so
Scoot over a little bit.
yeah. TBL, who would be your
I don't really like being that close to them, you know, but yeah. All right, okay.
who would be your favorite person to work with?
From the VI?
Or your best work experience that you've had so far?
Man, I've had a lot of great experiences, man. I work with Bobby all the time.
I was just going to say, sitting right next to
It's
me and not saying me
It's a ton of fun.
Would be
would be
very
diabolical.
Diabolical.
I work with the same last on purpose, and when you want to be petty.
Crazy.
Nah, it is a fun time. We get to be creative, and we kind of grassroots movement concepts. Working with Timothy and Timad, obviously. I mean, man, fire. You know what I mean? You can't even explain it in a short. The interview would have to be 17 hours long just to talk about all the things that we done experienced. Maroon 5 tour, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Pumpa is a lot of energy.
Yeah.
That is definitely an energetic time working.
And a
with Pumpa.
very particular guy too.
Very particular.
Yeah.
I mean, man, I've worked with Adamo. Listen, you name it, I've worked with him. You know what I mean? I can't even pretend I didn't have the opportunity to have some form of involvement with almost every single VI artist, at least up until my era, and even some after.
Right.
I know there's some, especially some younger cats now that I ain't even tapped in with them. I don't know who is who, but shout out to that hustle. So I looking forward to if they need work, reach out, man. Direct to TBL. You know what I mean? If you're familiar with me, let me get familiar with you. You know what I mean?
Where's home base for you?
I live in Orlando still. I mean, but I go where the work is.
Right.
I always on the move. But it goes back to what I was saying. Like, I love the traveling. I love being out and about. But it just have to make sense now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't be beating up myself all the time. Just wanna, you know what I mean?
Now you can be more selective. Yeah.
I have to be. You have to be. If you want to scale and progress, so that's the goal. That's the mindset now. You know what I mean?
Millionaire mindset.
God's willing, man. You know what I mean? If I make it, you make it. If I make it, he make it. You know what I mean? I just want to bring my people up around me, and I want to do dope things with people I care about. You know what I mean?
We have that on camera.
Yeah. Definitely.
As a man of my word, anybody that knows me know that, you know what I mean? So if I say it.
Yeah, we talked about this a long time ago. It's like, okay, well, you gonna be down for Carnival? Let's, bam.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, you know what I mean? If I say I'm gonna do it, have you
let's
done
have a
it, or is it about to
non-calypso
happen?
discussion.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Also have it on
But
camera.
but no, man, it's dope, bro. And to see where you came from, see where you are, and see where you still got to go.
I appreciate that.
Because there's a level of wisdom that you possess and portray that clearly indicates you are not at your final destination.
God's willing, man. I hope so. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Mean a lot coming from you. For real.
No, respect, brother.
I like that.
Fella Million has entered the group chat.
Oi.
He said, "Pick up yourself, TBL."
Fella billion.
Oh, we got to change that M to a B.
I've been calling Fella billion for years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fella billion. Good
Like,
energy
like
too, man.
Andre 3000 was Andre 2000. And then
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. You got another stack, 3 stacks. You know what I mean?
Is that for real?
Yeah.
That's a thing. That's a real thing.
A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
It's a real thing.
Somebody probably placed a side eye emoji on that one. I'm telling you, man.
They don't know.
Hey, you know what I'm looking forward to? We are in an era where everybody wants to control their own narrative. The artists want their own podcasts. There is a value to somebody who is neutral and mutual. And somebody who's going to do the fact finding for you. Because sometimes we just see things on social media, we just assume it to be true, just based on who said it.
Do your
and
research.
it just doesn't work like that, man. You got to do your research.
I even do a video saying, don't take my advice. And then, it goes into that type of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do your research, guys. And I'm willing to do something for you. Typically, before I say something out loud, I have done my research. So, yeah. Hey, Barry.
Hi.
Dope songwriter, sir.
Oh, thanks, man.
Had a good time working with you this weekend as well. Thank you very much.
All right, back at you, bro.
HT Lavati Stout.
Right.
HT Lavati Stout.
That was a real...
We couldn't afford TBL.
I didn't even know I was in the walkers. I appreciate that. Hey.
Oh, man.
But yeah, man. No, another great carnival. Almost made it to the very end without an incident. A major incident.
Yeah.
Non-vehicular wise, of course. Condolences to anybody who's been affected by the loss of this week. But all in all, it was a solid carnival. A lot of rain, wet, fat for sure.
For sure. Wow.
But a good time was had.
It is the carnival, definitely.
Yeah. The wettest carnival on record.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Man, it was wet.
Because it rained from boat race day till the very end.
It rained
did y'all feel
until
the
Sunday
earthquakes?
morning.
Thank you to everybody who was on the
Yes.
parade too, because man, to still have the parade, even though we knew how the week was coming, everybody still come out and do what they could have
Well,
do. That's amazing.
you know, a lot of folks spend a lot of money.
Yeah, no, I get it.
That
I get
rain
it. I would have spent that
for the
money and stay
parade.
home.
Yeah.
I know a couple people who did that. They were like,
I was watching it live and it was nuts. It was
The rain that came for parade day was the rain that we needed for Juve.
Heard.
Like,
I agree with that.
Yeah, we could have take that for sure.
I ain't gonna lie though, but that weather, it messed up a lot of people events. It messed up a lot of work.
Yeah.
I had to gigs and mine got shut down. Like I think I shoot PTO, and they kind of had to create floors
Yeah.
so that people could walk because the grass absorbs
So
so much
money.
water. So people had to spend more money.
Yeah, man.
It was crazy just seeing. I never experienced. I love rain, I love the rain for Juve.
It was still amazing, by the way.
Yeah,
PTO.
it was still good, but it's just this man. It affected a lot of carnival. I ain't gonna lie, it was crazy.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you just gotta make the best of bad situations, and the folks at PTO did that. They're creating a floor.
Yep.
For sure.
You know, I mean, yeah, you could just melt down and be like, oh, forget
we
it.
don't do that.
But big respect to everybody who kept the party going, because rain can't stop the carnival. That's an old adage.
For sure.
All right, now, hey, definitely, man, I'm going to get out of the way because Shai Sheree's up next in the middays. She's dope, by the way. Hey, don't forget, Friday, we are giving away $1,000 for the Vivid Road March. After we do that, we're going to resume our Song of the Week, which Ibari has won about 12 times over his illustrious career.
Whoa.
Oh,
Did
I
you
bought
buy
that
that chain?
I always
with your winnings?
no, I did.
Oh, wow.
It was a bracelet set, but I lose a bracelet, so
Oh, wow.
yeah. No, I wanted something physical to tie to
You're
the
welcome.
situation. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, great. All right. Bam.
It's the first time you get something like this from music. So
Yeah.
as an artist, I feel like that's special to me. So
Yeah.
I wanted a
Reward.
physical.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate your appreciation.
Yeah, a reward, you know what I mean?
Saw you did that earlier. All right.
There you
Hey,
go.
well, definitely, man. TBL, thank you very much for this, bro.
You're welcome, man.
I am going to get the glass until we get the real one.
Yeah, we're gonna get a real one up in here.
I need one.
But this is dope. Maybe when you create these, you can sell them.
I mean,
Like I could order enough that I could sell them. And what I would do, I would give the profit to like some non-profit.
I think you can. I mean, there's nothing stopping you. I don't imagine Funko coming down here and being like, no. But you never
Not
know.
unless you make like a lot of
Yeah,
money.
but don't I have to make them through Funko?
You don't have to.
Oh no.
I mean, you could. I'm pretty sure there's a 3D printer manufacturer, out there
I was
that could do something like that.
Oh, I was thinking about legitimately doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, you could.
I think you could link them though. I think
I'm
you could
pretty
link
sure
them.
you could somehow get in contact with someone behind the scenes and be like, "This is what we're trying to do." They do the teams. They do, this is what Vivid streaming. This is what it's for. It's for a good cause. I can't speak on behalf of Funko. I have no idea what the CEOs and.
How many Funko Pops do you have? We didn't even talk about that.
Way too many.
I was just
Way
gonna
too
say
many.
the same thing.
Way too many. I had to get a storage unit, and it's just Funko Pops in there, and it's irresponsible.
It's irresponsible.
Yeah, it is. It's very.
If you was to give a guess, a solid guess, how many Funko Pop? Okay, by the way, this is the reason I started my Funko Pop collection. I interviewed TBL one time.
It's growing.
And in the background, I saw them, and I was like, yo, this would be cool.
It's growing.
I wish I could had a better shot of ours. This whole
That's pretty dope,
situation
though.
over there.
I really
It's
like my
growing.
collection.
It's addictive, right?
Somewhat, yeah.
I mean, after a while, but in the beginning, like when you just get
So,
to
okay,
it, yeah.
I don't collect like you collect. Like,
I stopped.
okay,
Well,
well,
full stop. I had to.
see, but like
Yeah.
you would buy like the certain ones, the special edition ones.
Nah.
I only get the ones that mean something to
I
me.
would just if I like it, if I like the character, if I like whatever, or if it look, I want it.
Yeah.
It was during COVID. You know what I mean? It was like, what you get to do? Oh, I know.
Oh, I know.
And then I get to the point to where my wall in my apartment was looking like how the shelves are looking in the store, like just all the and I was like, nah, man, this is ridiculous.
What did your girlfriend say?
That's a long time ago.
Okay.
Hakuna Matata. The past is the past. The past is the past. The past
On
is the
that
past.
note. Oh, apparently you saw some red flags a while ago. Okay,
The
got
past
it.
is the past.
Definitely, man. Let sleeping dogs lie. Thank you so much for coming through, bro.
Thank you for having
Always
me.
a good time talking to
Likewise.
you. Your success fills me with joy, bro.
Likewise.
Like for real.
Likewise.
That's relative looking this way. But in real life, I am very, very, very filled with your success. And there's the timing of me being in that room that day. Just the timing of me being
God's plan, man.
in Radio Shack that day. What if
God's
I
plan.
wasn't in Radio Shack that day? You just never know, man.
Hey, Radio Shack closed now, by the way.
Yeah.
It's completely closed down. The company I'm in.
Yeah.
Imagine, I don't want to be a manager at one point in my life.
Yeah.
And now, imagine if I stick around there. At that point, new job. You know what I mean? Nah, man. So, God's plan, man. Everything happened the way it's supposed to happen for a reason, you know?
All right. Barry, how long are you here for? When are you going back?
This week. You know, I wear the man. I
Kind of
wear-
vague and okay.
Yeah, I know. I wear,
This week.
This
yeah,
week.
yeah.
Like you don't have a ticket to go back?
Friday at
What's wrong with
7:46.
you?
I may or may not be able to confirm or deny that statement.
All right, very well, sir.
What?
Yeah. This guy's a walking red flag.
Ignite.
I say, you calling my phone. I don't delete your number long time ago. Hey, we been there before. I take you back, you take me back, you know.
Hey, that's what it do, man. Don't worry, we're gonna get to this song. It's in entirety. Is this? When did this come out?
This came off this carnival.
Yeah. So this is a song that you can vote for our Vivid Road March and replace the missing bracelet for Ibari.
Please.
Neighborhood pharmacy changing healthcare in the Virgin Islands one patient at a time. G Muscles Fitness Center to a new healthier you. Glass 2000, the Glass Desk series. No performance today from Ibari, but this is the Glass Desk series. I see NPR. Trump is cutting all NPR funding.
Wow.
That's what I heard, and I have no reason to doubt that.
Scary times.
The way he's rolling.
I just
You know what-
saw
you know what's
he's
crazy?
trying to reopen Alcatraz.
We were just
course.
talking. We were just talking last night. Me and Keeson were talking about the effects of what's gonna happen if the Department of Education shut down here.
Yeah.
People always, no more school lunch. Like, there's a lot of things. Sometimes people, sometimes
that's
school lunch,
their
that's the
only
only meal.
meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that, yeah. So, I don't know. Cause and effect, man. Consequence and choice. But we'll see.
Yeah. Waste Management Authority, keep the place clean, damn it! And that's gonna do it for us. Oh, let's play this song from the top. What you tell her? You delete her number a long time?
Long time ago, man.
Hey, yes, you can vote for this song, and this could be Vivid Road March. It's entirely up to y'all, man.
Ignite.
I say,